it's time. I need a new desk. I bought one from IKEA a few years ago when I was in college and my priorities were a little different. And I picked out the nicest one I saw there, and it worked for a while as two nice drawers like side by side, and the legs are nice and simple and small. It doesn't take up any more room than it needs to. But now that I'm out of school and just focusing on what I'm trying to do here, I just need more space. It's really cramped, especially now that I got my like work tablet and the dock and everything for it. There's no more room. I'm moving stuff around all the time. If I want to do anything on here, especially with this giant FLP thing, I got no room to do anything. Fire hazard, OSHA hazard, I don't know. It's probably not safe to work here. I'm still working on the measurements. The main idea is I want it to be as wide as my, wingspan is. So this is just about my wingspan, and it's just about my depth too for where my arms reach. I had an idea I saw online, and it's just a normal big desk like this, and it's got 2 spaces for rack mount stuff because we use this interface to record all our stuff right now, and it sits right on my guitar amp. It's by the drum set. It works, and Isaiah can plug right into it, and it's not a big deal. But it would be nice to get everything organized and put where it needs to be so that we just have the studio desk. So I want to have space for our interface and a patch bay because we're running out of room. I'm going to get another monitor. It's going to probably sit like 8 inches up top of here. That way I got room for trinkets up here so we can spice up the place and mount the monitors like on the back. I'm probably just going to do a little center mount back here. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm also going to have some space on the sides. The desk that I was looking at online just has this rack mount thing, and that's it. That's the only width you get. But I kind of want more space on the sides. I feel like it looks a little better aesthetically, and that way I can get a clamp, there for the studio monitors. My goal is to have a tray for this, or a little, keyboard tray down below here. The IKEA desk that I have, those drawers take up too much space. It's too big, and nothing clamps onto it, so I can't do nothing with it. So if I have a desk that's only like this thick, something about this big, I feel like that's got plenty of support. I can knock on it and it sounds pretty nice, and it's not flimsy. That way I can actually, keep my stuff clamped on. The other thing I'm gonna do with this layout is I'm also gonna cut the corners, because I be running into stuff all the time and I don't want to do that, or at least I don't want to get hurt by the corners, so I'm gonna cut them off. Why am I making this desk? Why is that where my brain goes instead of just buying one? For a slab of wood and a few others to get the rack mount stuff in and 4 legs, I could make it for a lot cheaper than the desk that I saw online. And I like the challenge of seeing if I can make it myself too, because I don't know, I want to get into making furniture, and I feel like this is a really good way to start. One I found online was $600, but I want to make the final bill of materials for this desk be less than $600. That is my goal. Beyond this music project, I went to school for engineering technology and mechanical and like manufacturing kind of focused. I'm not an engineer. I never took calculus. So I like to keep it simple. I like to use real things that almost get the job done to test things out and try and make it on my own. And cardboard's a really good way to do that. A lot of my classes were focused on engineering design and just like manufacturing processes, how things get made, how complicated some things are, and how simple in a way other things like wood cutting can be. It's really just a lot about measurements and making sure you consider all the numbers involved with your end product and how everything's going to fit together. For a desk that I'm just putting things in perpendicularly, it's not going to be crazy. My whole degree was basically focused around taking an idea and turning it into reality and hopefully getting it into a factory, into a warehouse, into someone's hands. I want to make sure that I'm designing a product that actually is going to get used the way that I envision it to be. So this desk is a really good way, again, a really good first project to really put that to good use.